Hi everyone, welcome back to Dozen Cats. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope you're having an awesome week so far. First and foremost, thank you everyone for your patience. As most of you know, we adopted a new puppy on Monday morning, and it has kind of thrown a little bit of a kink in our schedule. So we're all just sort of settling in and getting used to our new, very busy routine. And so I have not been putting my readings out, and I do apologize for that. So I'm going to do sort of an extended version of the weekly wellness reading, and I will return to my regular scheduled readings next week in terms of the daily readings. I am off for the rest of this week. On Friday morning at 11:30 a.m., I will be on with Sonia Rain Lee on her channel. That is for her coffee chat and oracles. And then I will be back on Sunday for Sunday Connections here at Dozen Cats at 3 p.m. Eastern with the Vibe Tribe. So I hope that you guys can tune in for that. Please make sure that you're subscribed and that you have your notification bell checked off so that you receive notifications for whenever I upload a new video. I thank everyone for your support. I am most grateful and appreciative. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So we have some oracle cards here. We have the Guardian Angel Messages Tarot. And we're going to start with the spread that we all know and love from the Prism Oracle guidebook, and that is the general check-in spread. I really like this for the weekly wellness reading. As always, this is meant for some gentle guidance, some food for thought, something to help us as we navigate throughout the week. And it is a general message, so it may not resonate with everyone. If it does resonate, please do claim it. If it does not, leave it behind. With that being said, we'll give these a great shuffle. So the other day, we went live, and we were on our way to the shelter to adopt the new puppy, who is just adorable, by the way. If you did not see the show that I did on Valentine's Day with Allie from Heart and Soul Connected, Linda G, the Comanche Psychic, and Nancy Jean from Nancy Jean's Garden, I introduced the new puppy to everyone on that live. Her name is Rose, and we're calling her Rosie. She is a multi-poo, and she's about 10 weeks old, and she's just a bundle of fun. And so on the way to the adoption meeting, the meet and greet, I was saying that I was really excited, and I was then sharing that I noticed that I limit my sort of expression of celebration or excitement since my anxiety. I feel that I have to keep it tamped down. Like, it's almost like I'm too afraid to open up that gate and let that out. And I don't know if that's because I feel guilty, or if I feel bad, or if I am afraid of the reaction that I may have. I'm not really sure what that's about. And so we were having a conversation in the chat about that. And someone had said that, that was something that they felt was worth investigating. And so I said that the next wellness reading that I do is going to be on that. And I'd like to think that I'm not the only one that experiences that kind of feeling, in terms of if you've gone through a loss, or a past trauma or past hurt, that you put up a defense mechanism, a set of boundaries that you feel protect you. And it's within those parameters that you then develop behaviors and ways of coping and dealing with things. And as you navigate your journey, you don't often check in with yourself or check back in with yourself to see, how you are now. Is it okay for you to take a brick off of, down from that wall, or to extend those boundaries out further than they once were, if that makes sense? So that's what I would like to check in with today. I want to see, how we're doing overall. How are we feeling in terms of our healing journey, in terms of our overall wellness? Have we gotten to a space where we are checking in with ourselves on a consistent and regular basis, to evaluate our progress, to negotiate the terms of the boundaries that we've set in place, right? It's like, if you were on a diet, for example. So maybe the goal for the diet initially was that you lose 20 pounds. Well, as you diet and you exercise, maybe you have changed your mind on the number. Maybe now it's not a number. Maybe now it's just an overall wellness sort of approach to your life. And so the point that I make is that we need to be flexible in the wording of that and the intention behind that. And this has been coming up a lot in the last couple of weeks for our readings, in terms of checking in with ourselves. Like, how often do you sit down and go through that process where you're checking in with yourself to ask yourself, this is where I was, this is what I've been doing to work on myself or my situation, and where am I now, and how am I doing? Do I need to renegotiate? Do I need to sort of remove anything? Have I achieved something? Should I focus on another area? Those kinds of things. How often do we do that? All right. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So the first card is the energy that's on its way out. And we have this beautiful card of isolation. That one little dot that you see in the middle of the card. Isolation. So this is the energy on the way out. To me, this is, recalibrating. It's a reevaluation. It's sort of breaking down those barriers. As I just said, this is a new approach. This is opening up, right? Lovely. The energy that is coming in, we have space. You can't make this up. What goes out is isolation. What comes in is space. The idea that we can spread out, that we can embrace and cover a whole lot of area at one point, instead of just being in this one spot, right? We can cover a lot of ground. I love that. Space. Beautiful. The lessons that we are learning right now. Consciousness. To me, this is about the checking in that I keep talking about. This is a moment where you sit down and realize that perhaps maybe some of the things that you were hoping and wishing for, or you were trying to manifest, or you were trying to heal, or you were trying to release, that you have already made great strides, great achievements, that you have already made great progress in that area or those areas, and that you are much further ahead and further along than perhaps you were aware. Sometimes we get very focused on the goal and forget to enjoy the process. And when we do that, I feel that we have a tendency to forget that it is a process, right? It's a step-by-step process, and every step is part of an achievement, part of the end result. And obviously, if you're at a 2, it feels like you're at the bottom of the hill. If you're at an 8, you can look up towards the top, which is the finish line, or you can look down and reward yourself for the progress made so far in order to inspire and motivate you to keep going to the top of the hill, to reach the 10, if that makes sense. The advice from our higher self: balance. That checking in with ourselves, that consciousness, that allowing yourself to be aware, to be open, to be flexible, to be mindful, allows us to maintain a healthy balance. Beautiful. And the outcome of the period that we are in now, we have this fantastically, it's a beautiful sort of orangey red color card here, and this is energy. This is lifting your vibration. This is raising it. This is opening up. This is feeling very energized and motivated and inspired. This is movement, and this is outstanding. I love this. Energy. You know, when you are working towards something and you feel like you have almost achieved it, you get that feeling almost like the celebration or the excitement of a situation. You can really use that energy as a sort of a jump off point. If you embrace that energy, use it to propel you forward, or to propel you in a different direction, or to sort of expand your horizons and your thought processes. And I think that's lovely. What an interesting start to the reading. So let's go ahead and let's pull some tarot cards, see what else we get. So far we have the isolation, that feeling of one thing at a time, I feel is over, right? That feeling of being pinpointed, right? Like that this is very significant, that dot. That dot is very significant because look at the cards. Look at the cards. We have a dot. Now we have 3. There's a dot, bigger dot, even larger dot, right? Then we come to the balance. We have another like circular dot filled with dots on one side. And then we have energy with the dot in the middle that then expands in all these different directions. Isn't that amazing? Beautiful. And that's that, like, it feels like excitement. It feels like celebration. It feels like things are opening up and expanding. And I love that. I feel excited doing this reading. All right, let's pull some tarot cards and see if Spirit has anything else to add to what we've already got here about being mindful and conscious of allowing ourselves to explore, to continue to check in with ourselves and explore our thoughts and our feelings and our emotions about our progress, about our journey. We have the King of Air popping out. King of Air, of course, is someone who is a truth seeker, someone who is a great communicator. They're very analytical, very strategic. They're very logical. So there's a plan, a thought process. Someone who is very intentional, I want to say. They are objective, and they're very much that energy, I feel, of sitting there and getting quiet and really listening to their wants and their needs, right? And then acting accordingly. Okay, so we have the 9 of air that has flipped out of the bottom, okay? And this is negativity, this is worry, this is sleeplessness. If you are in a position where you are trying to expand your horizons in terms of breaking down barriers, you're going through a healing process, you're trying to recognize shadows or heal shadows or deal with shadows. It's deep, it's scary, it can be stepping outside of your comfort zone, which could cause you to feel anxious about that. And in that moment that I was referring to earlier, when I said that I was live and I had said that I don't often feel excited and how happy I was that I felt excited, I feel like that's very much how I was feeling in that moment, was recognizing that, like, why am I afraid of this? Why am I afraid to be happy? What about happy, or the feeling of being happy, is fearful to me? Beautiful. Look at that, friends. We have the Sun card. That is the outcome. The Sun card. That is the outcome of this reading. Sun, success, enthusiasm, joy. It's the Yes card in the tarot. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. On the bottom of the deck, this is like the signifier or the overall energy. We have the 7 of fire, the 7 of wands. This is feeling challenged, right? But yet determined and slightly resistant. So, like, you know, do I, don't I, should I, shouldn't I, can I, can't I, that kind of thing. And it's that's what this feeling is. That's what this is about. This is the consciousness of it. This is telling yourself that if you get this balance in check, if you work on this checking in with yourself on a consistent basis, that you will be able to navigate this. But if you stay in this worry, in this isolation, you're not going to see the sun very often. Your sun is going to be limited. And again, the sun is another dot. Beautiful. Let us throw our oracle cards to see if there's anything else that can be added to this message. This is beautiful. Checking in with ourselves, allowing ourselves to, you know, it's like charting a map, right? Step by step, place to place. That's what this feels like. Each step is a step. Don't limit yourself by saying, well, I feel like it was, you know, 2 steps forward and 1 step backward. A step is a step. There was something that you learned with that step. That's the thing that we should be taking away from it, not the judgment of an overall, right? We have this card that says, spend some time alone. All decisions must be made by yourself. Give yourself the time and space to seek the answers within rather than without. So this is asking you to check in with yourself on a consistent basis. ask yourself, what is it that you want? What is it that you care about? What is it that you want? What is it that you desire? What is it that you're passionate about? What is it that inspires you? What is it that scares you? All of those things. That going within, that checking in with yourself is so important. So important. Once again, reiterating what we've already seen here in the cards. And it's interesting to me. Isolation in space. This is talking about isolation in space. Moving then towards the consciousness card of the outcome of that time, right? Beautiful card. Beautiful card. We have authentic communication. Archangel Gabriel is urging you to speak your truth. In that moment, when you spend that time with yourself, when you check in, speak your truth. The king of air, the communicator, right? The truth seeker. Speak your truth. Authentic communication. That's where you develop the consciousness that allows you to make a plan, right? To be able to provide the balance. To then muster up that glorious energy that then allows the sun to come out and shine. Outstanding. Here is our last card from the Sea Souls Journey Oracle. Friends, I mean, what a beautiful image on this card. This is a sailboat in the sea, sort of a very high topographical image, and we have faith. May trust steady your fears. May trust steady your fears. Trusting in the process, trusting in yourself, trusting in the time that you have invested in yourself, trusting in the progress that you have made, trusting in understanding that every step is a step. Outstanding. Friends, I do hope you enjoyed that. That was a powerful reading, and I thank you for spending the time with me. Thank you again for all of your support and your patience this week as we sort of get our family unit together. I will be back, as I said, on Friday morning at 11:30 a.m. on Sonia Rain Lee's channel, and that's at 11:30 a.m. Eastern time. And Sunday I'll be back at 3 p.m. Eastern with the Vibe Tribe, which, by the way, is myself, Anna Banana, Cartomancy Mesquite, Ivana Intuitive, Jay, which is Herc213, Ron, Unconditional Love, Sherry, Voices from the Swamp, Allie from Heart and Soul Connected, but she's not able to make it this Sunday. And we have a special guest, which is Nancy Jean from Nancy Jean's Garden. So I hope that you can tune in. It'll be a lot of fun. Have yourself a fabulous day. And until we see each other again, I wish you many, many blessings. Mwah. Bye for now.